I'm looking for exciting. I'm looking for flashy. I'm looking for somebody who has that thing.
What is that thing?
Sean O'Malley is that thing.
What's up, guys? The Sugar Show is back on YouTube. Pretty sweet card this weekend. Finally. Not finally, but one that piqued my interest. I was actually just going to go over the main card, but then I seen that the dogs are fighting at my feet, if you hear some weird stuff. The prelims are actually pretty sweet. A couple bantamweight scraps. Got Tyson Nam versus Jerome Rivera. Andre Ewell versus Erwin Rivera. Journey Newson versus Randy Costa. Jeez, I cannot read. Jessica Rose Clark versus Sarah Alpar. So you got some good scraps on the prelims. A lot of bantamweight scraps. But the main card, we got Mackenzie Dern returning versus Randa is 10-8. She's coming off a loss to Amanda Ribas. It looks like, looking at a sure dog, win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. Then you got Mackenzie Dern coming off a big win over Hannah Cyphers. Her last loss was also to Amanda Ribas. So that's going to be an interesting scrap. We got 8-1 Mackenzie Dern versus 10-8 Randa Marcos. I'm going to have to go with Mackenzie on that, just because her butt cheeks. So that'll be a good scrap. And then we got Johnny Walker coming back, fighting Ryan Spann. Johnny Walker has lost his last two fights. But, he lost to Corey Anderson, TKO. Oh, yeah, I remember that. And to Nikita Krylov to a decision. So that's going to be interesting to see how he comes back. He's 17-5, coming off of 2 losses, which is, it's risky. Coming off 2 losses, you lose one more, you're on a 3-fight losing streak. And, that's definitely got to be playing in his mind. And Ryan Spann's coming off a fat win streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, an 8-fight win streak. The dude's 6'5", 205, big dude, scrapping. That can go either way. It would be sweet to see Johnny Walker get back in the win column. This dude's on a roll, though. Ryan Superman Spann. Interesting fight there. Honestly, don't really have a pick. If I had to guess, I would pick, I would say Johnny gets the job done. Then we got Kazmat Shimahiv, or I don't know how to say his name, versus Gerald. Also don't know how to say his last name. The Kazmat dude just blew up on the scene. I think he fought on July 15th, fought July 25th, so he fought 2 times in 10 days. He's got supposedly Damian Maia lined up after this fight. The dude's a beast. I didn't really, obviously, I don't think, like a lot of you guys didn't really know who he was until recently. Watched his highlight vids, and the dude's a dangerous dude. But he's fighting a vet. He's Gerald's 31-13. That's a lot of fights. It's a lot of experience. His career, the last so he's coming off a loss to Ian Heinisch, a win on Darren Wynn, lost to Eric Anders, win. So he's lose, win, lose, win, lose, win. So he's on a up and down, but that's how fighting goes. Fighting at a Rufus Sport, good gym though. Man, that's an interesting fight. I think Kazmat, just watching what he's been doing in the role he's on and the momentum he's got, I think it's going to carry over and get the job done. Both dudes, 6'1", 6'2". Is this at 170 or 185? Let me see. Middleweight. Interesting matchup there. So far, this card's pretty stacked. There's a lot of good fights that I definitely want to check out. Then the co-main event, Donald Cerrone versus Nico Price. That's a sweet fight. Let's check out Donald. He's at a... Holy shit. He's at a rough last... he's lost his last 4. So this will be his... that's rough. But he won 3 before that. Last 4, but he lost to Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje, Conor McGregor, and Anthony Pettis. The dude's he's a stud. Damn, that's crazy looking at that. Last 4, I remember when he was on a roll. He's 37 years old. He's getting up there a little bit. Fighting Nico Price, who's 30 years old. He's a stud. Coming off Nico Price versus Vincent Luque was a nuts fight. That fight was sweet. Then he had that up kick KO against James Vick. So he's also win, lose, win, lose. Interesting co-main event, Nico Price with Donald Cerrone. I feel like Donald has the skill level, the skill set to beat Nico. But he finds a way to win. He's 30 years old, he's younger, he's fighting a legend in Donald. That's a tough fight to guess. Just depends which Donald shows up. He's a mental fighter. He said that before he fought Conor, how nervous and scared he gets, knowing he has coming off of 4 losses in a row. I don't know. I'm going to probably take Nico just with the fact that he's younger, maybe more hungry. But then the main event. Finally, a main event that I am jacked about. Super excited. Colby Covington versus Tyrone Woodley. Woodley's 0-10 in the last 2 fights. He's lost both. Kamaru Usman and Gilbert Burns lost all 5 rounds in both those title fights. Before that, he was on a fat tear. Beat Dong Hung Kim, Kelvin Gastelum, Robbie Lawler, draw to Stephen Thompson, beat Stephen Thompson, beat Maia, beat Darren Till. Then he lost to Kamaru Usman and lost to Gilbert Burns. He still got it. Damn, he's 38. I just seen that, though. He's 38, fighting Colby, who he absolutely hates. Colby's 32, pretty much in his prime. A stud, lost to Kamaru Usman, but a beautiful performance. 5 rounds, good scrap, and he lost to the champ. So, I mean, it's hard to... He beat Robbie before that, beat Rafael dos Anjos, beat Maia. Colby's a stud. And the reason I'm so jacked for that fight is because how much he talks. He talks shit, and he gets people excited for the fights. And he's extremely hated. But I'm excited for that fight because of those reasons. Talks a lot, and the fans like that. I'm probably going to go with Colby. You never know. Tyrone could land that right hand, but that's basically what he's probably counting on, is landing that right hand. And Colby's probably planning on breaking him, putting the pace on him like he does, and breaking him, similar to maybe how Usman did it. Put him up against the fence. Woodley doesn't mind going up, putting his back up against the fence, and Colby's probably going to work from there. But he's definitely got to be aware of that right hand bomb from Tyrone Woodley. If I had to put money on it, and you guys don't need to listen to me, because I already lost you enough, Cheddar. If I was putting money on it, I'd probably have Colby winning that fight. But damn, that's a sweet card. And then I was just looking at right now, UFC 253. Is that next? That's next weekend. Holy. Israel versus Costa, Dominic Reyes versus Jan Blachowicz. Honestly, those are the only 2 I see that really pop. Diego Sanchez, Jake Matthews. But it doesn't even matter. When you got Costa and Adesanya, I think Dominic Reyes versus Jan Blachowicz is for the belt too. So I think it's a double title fight. That's enough of a card right there. I don't know. Exciting time right now. And then you got Ortega versus Korean Zombie coming up here soon. Habib versus Gaethje. There's a lot of sweet fights coming up. UFC's on a roll, and that's badass. But that's it. Deuces.